there, my darlings. It's an impromptu little live today because I looked at the clock and I thought, "Oh my heck, I have not even put out a video today." And I thought, "You know what? I thought I would just come in here and chat with you a minute." I had been listening to the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case and what is going on with the custody battle with her. Oh my heck, what a mess. And, it's so funny because those of you who have watched, we've all been through a lot of, I'm just going to say, Massachusetts type stuff. And they say the Commonwealth. I think it's the common stealth because they keep wanting to hide things constantly, constantly. So I've been listening to that today. And, I've been trying to really concentrate and meditate on Nancy Guthrie's case. And it just seems like not a dead end, but brick walls. Every time you just think you're going to get somewhere, then it takes just weird, odd turn. And so I thought, okay, I need to take a breath. That's where it is. I need to take a breath. So hello, and thank you for letting me know where you're coming in from. Bless you. Thank you so much for coming in on your Friday afternoon, Friday evening, Friday, and even to those who are overseas, our friends, Friday morning, wherever you are. Thank you for being here. Just love it. Better with Irish. Hello, my darling. Haven't seen you in a little while, and I know you've been busy. So happy that you're here, and so many, many times. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. I just want you to know that for all three channels, True Oracle, this one, and for Veil Keep, I make all of the images, all of the intros. I do it all. I don't farm anything out. A lot of times, when you have a YouTube channel, they have these little things that, people, they're little, how do I want to say, introductory type information. And the first thing they say is, well, you could go to Fiverr and you could go here or you could go there. And I'm thinking, why would I want to spend that money when I can learn to do this myself? And I can. And so I've done it. And listen, if you only knew the classes that I've taken, editing, all kinds of different classes, and whether we like it or not, some AI is in the mix. You can't get away from it. And it's so funny because the tubes of you basically say, oh no, we don't want AI slop. And you know what? I get it. I don't like it either. But at the same time, if you don't know about it, you're going to be left behind. And it's been over, I'm going to say, the last 6 or 7 months, I have decided to just really take this seriously. And you're here because you want to be entertained. And so that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here. Hello to each and every one. Look at where all of you are coming from. Hello. I see some very familiar names. I love it. Lori from Athens, Georgia. I know where that is, my darling. University of Bulldogs. Hello, hello. Thank you so much. And there's some hauntings here. Sean Austin from he is the paranormal guru, I'm going to say, was in Athens, Georgia, not too long ago. I was close by and said, oh my gosh, if you would have let me know, I would have come to meet you. And we just didn't even, every now and then we cross paths. One of these days we'll get together and go on a haunting. But look, at everybody is coming up. Mount Rushmore. Oh my goodness. I love Mount Rushmore. I just think that is such a wonderful thing. Yeah, go dogs. That's right. The hogs. That's the way they say it down there. Love it. Good evening from Texas. Don't mess with Texas. Pickles Mama Llama. You know what, my darling? You're right, because I feel like an antique sometimes. Well, you know what, my darling? I got to tell you this. And welcome to eat. Look at where everyone is from. I am so blessed because I have so many people that just come in and love to just chill. And Spain, my goodness, Cordoba, Spain, I love it. Paula, thank you for being here. New Hampshire, better with Irish. Hello, my darling Baltimore, California, love it. Amy, another Portland, Oregon girl. Absolutely. But I got to tell you this. Back in the day, now I'm going to age myself. Most of you know how old I am anyway, so it doesn't matter to me if I say, thank you, Bev. Thank you so much. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to say it. Do you remember when the BlackBerry phones came out? I think I had a flip phone from, I can't even remember the company that I had it with. I think it started with an S. It was a wireless company. And then I think Verizon or somebody bought them out. Somebody did. I don't even remember. I had the flip phone. And there were people, I was in the mortgage business at that time doing very, very well. And somebody came in with a flip phone and I'm like, "What? What is this? Hello? What is this?" It wasn't Sprint, it was another one. I can't think of where it was. I like Motorola. I've had it too. And no, it wasn't Sprint. It was, maybe I'll think about it. Anyway, I went in there and I said, "I don't know what this BlackBerry thing is." So I got one and it had the rotary dial on the side. It was analog. It wasn't singular. It was actually like Verizon or it was one of those, and it was one of the first cell phone companies that came in. So anyway, I went in there and boy, I thought I was queen something or other, right? I really did. Having that BlackBerry with the rotary dial on the side. And I learned how to text on a BlackBerry where they had physical keys. And then it went to the smartphones. And I'm going to tell you, I spent 2 days crying because I could not figure out how do I text on these smartphones that have a keyboard because they, I was feeling them. You can feel on a BlackBerry where and boy, I could just text, not even watch. Now I have to search and say, now I have to see old wireless companies from, when was that? Oh gosh. I think 2000s. Don't say that, Zelda, for heaven's sake. Wireless telephone, neck voice. No. I'll notice it here in a minute. I'll find it. I can't even find it. I guess it doesn't matter. That's how old it was. And I want you to know this. When those BlackBerry, I think BlackBerry is one of the best phones that they ever came out with. And then, they had their problems and then they wanted to go into the Android business and it just never took on from there. So no, it wasn't one of the bells. It was, oh my goodness, I can't even think. I can't even think. I can see it. I can see the logo and I can't think. Have you ever known that? Yeah, hello. There we go. So anyway, I'm just a year younger than you are, Paula. Oh gosh, I had Patricia, I had a phone in my car. It was a bag phone. That thing was a dinosaur. And it was one of those things that when you called, it was like 35 cents a minute or 54 cents a minute, something ridiculous. I think when I first got mine, it was 69 cents, 75 cents. And man, oh man, when you called on that thing, I would be Hello, I'm here. Goodbye. That's basically how it was because it was one of those. I mean, I couldn't even hack it anymore. So there we are, my darlings. Loved it. Yes, thank you to all the Zelda Knights and Zelda Knots that are here. So I guess my point in saying this, and thank you, you guys are like bringing up good memories. But the point is, everybody has problems with AI. Now, I get it. To a certain extent, you do not want to replace very important things like writing legal briefs and all that sort of thing because, yes, it knows a certain degree, but just remember that it takes someone to put that information into AI. It just doesn't come up with it on its own. And people get bothered by that. Now I'm bothered by it to a certain degree, but listen, I'm on that train of look, Elon, you got one of those little things ready. How about bringing one over and letting test it here? That can he do dishes? Can he vacuum? Can he make the beds? How about laundry? Can he do any of those things? Can you do that? Yeah. So I might be on that train. My son laughs, but it is what it is. So anyway, I'm just going to say that I can't even remember what the company was. If I no, I was in Tennessee at the time, and I guess but the point of this, and I'm sure after the stream I'll think about it. There you go. But thank you so much, Joyce, and thanks for being here. The point of it is you got to kind of keep up with things, especially when you're in business and especially when you're a business owner because quite frankly, True Oracle is a business. I work for them on the psychic line and I do a lot with them. This right here is my business and you got to just you got to do the thing. You got to do the thing. You got to stay up because if not, you're left behind. And it's all about are you going to be um are you going to be in a position where you're sitting there twirling your thumbs and wondering what are you going to do? Or are you going to say, "Okay, I say learn about it." Hi my darlings, come on in my darlings. Look at you guys. I love it. I love it. Right? Listen, I still use a fax machine. I still use a scanner. Listen, I think sometimes the old ways are really good, but I'm also kind of sort of competitive. And I won't allow no, it's not Nextel. This would be it they definitely had a storefront. Oh, hey Terry, bless you, come on in. Jerry is busy. She's doing some things and I said, "Ah, it's all right. My group is so good and they're tame. I don't think we have to worry about it." So, um but I think at this point it's always good to be well informed. I am one of these people, always good to be well informed. You gotta be. Thanks, my darling Terry. Thank you. She's beautiful mod here today. Look at her. Gorgeous little thing. My goodness. And no, it wasn't SOL. I can't not. Oh my goodness. Now I'm gonna hello. No, it wasn't Sprint. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Old wireless companies. Let me see. Let me refine that. In Tennessee. In Tennessee. In 1814, it took a little trip. Cellular One. Yeah, that started with an S, didn't it? Yeah, that starts with an S. I don't, maybe in someone's vocabulary, it was Cellular One. Cellular One. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, honey, Joan, my goodness, gluten. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, right? Pickles, right? Right? I listen, I refer to myself as a dinosaur sometime. Yeah, in 1814, it took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans, and we fought the bloody British in the town of New Orleans. Right? Remember that one? Oh my goodness. Um, well, thank you, Rad. I appreciate you. So I wanted to come in here today, and I don't know what all that really, that and $1.25 might get you a Reese cup at the pound store, right? But I guess what I'm saying is you just got to remember sometimes you got to be uh you 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 can't be I remember there was a certain, even my parents. That's right. Many do. That's right. Better with Irish. You're right. It is safer. Did you, Terry? Well, I had the slide phones, I had the razors, I had the little pocket ones, and you know what? I still have some of those. And I think I even may still have my original BlackBerry. Maybe one of these days I'll grab it and I'll show it to all of you because I think you'll love it. Anyway, it was cellular wireless cellular one is what it was. So there you go. Yes, I didn't even see you there, my darling. I didn't even see it there. Time to eat. There you are. I love that name. That's very good. So I wanted to come on here today, and just because I have not really seen um I have not really seen a lot going on with the Nancy Guthrie case, because I don't think there is. Let me answer this. Intergalactic, let me see, Defender. I'm still in the editing stage. I'm still in the editing stage. Right now I'm working on 3. The Misters, this one that I have, and then there's a third one. I'm not really don't know when the third one's coming out. But mine, which is going to be called Seeing Crime, it's a collection of several missing people, missing persons cases. I think there's a dog in the mix too. And so it's going to be a collection of that. I, quite frankly, am self-editing and self-publishing because I have seen so many people as independent authors starting to get a little ripped off. The fees are so heavy. If you put it on Amazon and you let them, it's oversaturated and they take a bulk of it. So everything that I do, my darlings, I will be, thank you, Darlene. I definitely will. He's probably listening to this. I will be putting that in the psychic shop. I will upload that in the psychic shop. So there you go. You know what, Teresa? I got to tell you this. Do you all remember? Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking too. A lot of this, it's just so bizarre. But I got to tell you, we have so much that is going on right now in our world, in our lives. And you know what? I just focus on what's going on here. And when I say here, I mean here on the tubes, here, because I believe we can create our own economy. We can create, we got to focus on us. We're going to be okay. We need to focus on us. There was another question here. I got to tell you something I forgot to mention in my Veil Keep. And as soon as I got off, the mister said, Valiana, I thought you were going to talk about that. And I did not. But anyway, let me ask something here. Shelty, can we add a person from our hometown? I'm not sure what you mean our what you mean by that, but I'll be glad to answer. Maybe I'm just not thinking today. Um, well, it's gonna be kind of a little biography. It is going to be kind of that, but I am self-editing and I'm self-doing it. We're gonna put it all in the psychic shop. I'm gonna probably offer hardbacks, the same with the Mister, a hardback on his, a hardback on mine, if anybody wants it. But otherwise, they'll be ebooks. It's just more convenient. Look at this, my darling D Hunter. You're adorable. Love our Zeldanators community. I do too. Thank you for saying that. And tomorrow night at 7 p.m. is our Saturday night live. That's right. Listen, while I've got you, I'm going to just say this. Do not miss tomorrow night. I have some true, kind of disturbing things about some happenings that are going on. And I'm going to tell you a true story that happened to me in the Great Smoky Mountains. And I'm going to give you an Egyptian update, sort of, kind of, from last week's predictions of perhaps something happening over the resurrection holiday. You don't want to miss it. We're going to have a good time. And yeah, just get ready. We're going to have a lot of good stuff happening. Debbie, thanks so much. I appreciate you. It's sometimes I do the automatic writing because it's like, okay, I've read cards, I've done a pendulum, but the energy is trying to get through. And there's some things that are it's when somebody tries to manipulate or block energy, it takes another route. And sometimes it'll take another form. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. So there we are. Let me see what else all of you are saying here. I loved my Blackberry too. Yes, the sister-in-law taught that song to my grandson. He goes through the house singing it. Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh my gosh. People are missing from people's. Oh, I get it. Yes. Yes. People are missing from people's. Well, this is going to be a compilation of the missing people, the cases that I've been involved in since 1977. That's a long time ago. God and I went to kindergarten together, and I told him, look, Father, why don't I just write a book about this? And he said, yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Time to eat. I'm going to tell you what. People on the internet, they're on Amazon. If you look at fingerless wedding gloves, I started wearing them a while ago, and then I stopped for a little bit, and then I put some in my wish list. And amazingly enough, so many people have found other ones, but they're on Amazon. And I love them. I love them because, every now and then I have a little cat scratch or, something's going on. And I just like to wear them. That's it. That's it. Pause of friends. Weeks ago, JLR found clothes in the stream behind Annie's house. Not a single word since. Yeah, I know. It just kind of, wonder. Thanks there, Terry. You just kind of wonder. Jillian, thank you so much. We're going to continue that. I love the clip. I love the paper clip. We're going to continue it a little bit, and then we're going to move on into some other things that I think should be hitting the news, and they're not. So some YouTubers seen the prep, and they are looking for him. Perp, you mean? And they're looking to talk with him. I don't know. I don't know. I think they got a head start, and there's a lot going on, and I think they're going on too. Staying in our neighborhood, not getting overwhelmed by the events of the day. Yep, I get it. I think so. Let me see. Opinion on the new case in the Bahamas. Oh boy. There's a backstory on that, my darling Rosemary. Isn't that a song? Rosemary, I love you. I love that I love that name. I don't know if you're Italian, but uh, I had a lot of Italian aunts, Rosemarie, and we had to do Rosie and then Rome. I don't know, whatever. But that case in the Bahamas, many people think it's cut and dried, but there's a lot going on with that one. We might cover that a little bit one of these days soon. There is a new case in Boston that one of the lawyers for Karen Reed, his name is David Yannetti, is now been retained. It's from a Boston police officer, I believe, who has been framed, set up for giving someone, it's my understanding, their ticket to paradise, but he was in the line of duty. So now he's being charged. And I'm going to be paying attention to that one because I happen to really like that lawyer. And I said a few words to him yesterday, no, the day before on the Twit. I call it the Twix because it used to be X and now it's Twitter and who knows what it is. It's a mess over there most of the time. And so there we are. Love Pendy and Moisha. That's right. They're like my team here. You gave a blessing of prosperity from the universe. You know what? I'm going to give you one right now if you're listening. For those of you listening, I know that right now you're thinking of prosperity in many, many areas, and not only for yourself, but for many others too, that you love and that you think of. And I just want you to know that if you keep in the mindset that things, God and his infinite wisdom and the universe can make things happen for you even better than what you could ever imagine. And sometimes people say, well, you know what? I don't get what I want. Well, maybe you're supposed to get better because sometimes we're just not a good judge at what we should be having, right? Sometimes we need to have something a little better. And I'm going to add on to that, and I cannot wait to see. I'm looking forward to seeing how quickly it happens for you. That is your Friday blessing. Things will start happening quickly if you say, you know what? Okay, maybe I'm not the judge on what goodness needs to happen. Maybe it needs to be better than what I even thought. Because that is biblical. So better than what you can imagine. Better. There we go. D Hunter, I've got some wonderful mods here that are just fantastic. So there you go. New member here. Bless you. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. Oh, there's a little sweetheart that you're holding. Welcome, my darling Zoe. Thank you. Intergalactic Defender. Bless you for your generosity. Ladies, I could listen to you talk for hours. Well, sometimes you have to. But thank you. Thank you for your generosity. My goodness. Thank you. And while we're at it, let me go back here. Did I say that Joan was, look at that. Talk about a cool pup. I love it. And then we have Gen X 1968 gifted 5 Zelda Kelly memberships. What a blessing you are. Thank you for that. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Wait, I messed up. I should have, I need to go back a minute. I have the chat on slow and sometimes it goes real slow and then all of a sudden it's like a catch up and it just takes off like a bat out of somewhere, right? Let me see. Thank you for putting up the wish list. Oh, I need to do, if Captain Jerry was here, she'd get after me. There we are. All right, let me see. That husband in the Bahamas is going to sink. Yeah, no pun intended for that, eh? So there we go. Did you watch the interview with Chris and Karen? If not, watch. Yeah, I did. Boy, oh boy, I'm gonna tell you, those people in Canton, here's what I gotta say. Dear state of Massachusetts, between, let's see, Karen Reed, between Sandra Birchmore's family, Enrique's family, between Eddie O'Brien and his family, countless others, and there's a Turtle Boy, couple more, few more. You better get your checkbook out. And I feel sorry for the people in Massachusetts because get ready. Your taxes are about to be raised in uh, sickening amounts. Sickening amounts. Thank you so much. That is one example of better than what I could ever imagine, because I went into this and thinking, you know what, if I could just get 5,000 subs, I'd be so happy. If I could just get 5,000 subs. And then I started doing Karen Reed readings, and I have been on here since 2018. So I've been on here for like 4 years. 2000, no, well, yeah, longer than that. And before you know it, in 2004, 6 years later, I started doing readings on the Karen Reed, and I got monetized within 1 week. What a blessing. What a blessing. And listen, it has been a learning curve. I'm no expert, but listen, it's really been something. Can we do the energy tomorrow night on, uh, we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. On their homes, we'll see. Please discuss you know what? I'm going to talk about the Bahamas case because don't be surprised if you hear of a female that surfaces on the husband's side. Don't be surprised. All right, let me see. I loved spilling the tea on your beautiful products. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. In a minute, I'm going to tell you what I forgot to say on my veil keep last night. And the mister called me and said, I thought you were going to talk about that. And I said, oh, well, yeah, maybe some century I will now. Hello, I had so much other stuff to talk about. There goes that wonderful laugh. It's not subdued at all, is it? It's certainly not subdued. I turn off the news networks when I get overwhelmed and overstimulated, but can't stop watching Nancy Guthrie stories on YouTube. Yeah, you know what? I hardly watch the news, and if I do, it's snippets on the tubes of you, because I cannot stand watching any of these media outlets because they just seem so fake, and I can't take it. There you go. My darling Jack Ack. I love David Yannetti too. I just think I wish I could, I would invite him here, but he's so covered up. I would invite him here to stop by and say hello. Maybe we can sometime. Maybe we can. So let me see. We got so much to listen. I'm going to tell you, my darlings, since I've come on here, I've never stopped talking. And I don't think I'm ever going to. We're never going to run out of topics. I remember when the Karen Reed case was over, because you think Nancy Guthrie was the flavor of the month. Karen Reed, and unfortunately, Karen Reed's civil cases are now going on. But I've got to also tell you, those people that they are going after civilly, all these things they're finding out all these people have perjured themselves during the trial because they thought they were going to throw her in jail, in prison, for the giving Officer John O'Keefe a ticket to paradise, and there was no way that she did. That was something. And now the tide of this battle turns. Amazing. Amazing. Teresa, how about the doctor on trial for allegedly trying to shove his wife off the cliff in Hawaii? Yep. He supposedly had a syringe of something and she was saved by a couple of nurses. I know. Gosh. You know what I'm seeing? I don't know if it's a trend. I don't know if you can believe it or not, because sometimes in the wee hours of the morn, I am just seeing that I've got to fix Impromtu. I've got to fix this typographical error that I made on this. Oh my goodness. Zelda, what? It's Impromptu, not Impromptu, girl. All right. There, we saved it. Good show. There we are. Hello. Says the stream must be scheduled. Well, we're already on it, StreamYard. Thank you so much. Anyway, there's a lot going on in these crime cases. But what is the flavor of the month on the Talkie Tick, which I hang out on the dark side, and that's how I met my mister. Not because he was dark, but because he was trying. Okay, anyway, he's following me. So the thing now is these men, when they're married and bored, I don't know if it's fake or not, but they open these Tinder accounts and they get very belligerent and they start dating these other women while they're married. My question is, look, pal, if you're just so unhappy, get a divorce. But most of their mindsets are, oh, it's cheaper to keep her. I'm just going to have my side fling. Oh, pal, there would not be one moment of that. And I wouldn't say a word. A lot of these women want to fight with these guys. Why? All of you remember here, man, woman, all of you remember that if it does not serve you, it does not deserve you. And I don't mean people have to serve you from a silver platter. I mean, if they are not supportive, 100% behind you, if they're not for you, beside you, behind you, any other way, then guess what? You can bless them and they can be well on their way. That's how I feel about it. Anyway, let's get back to, I want to see some chats. Let me see. Not Italian, thank you for reading my text. German, hopefully do. Okay, German. Wie geht's du? Was ist los? Ich bin ein Amerikanerin, Mädchen. Danke schön, bitte schön, auf Wiedersehen. My mister, my goodness, he's probably like quincing. All right, here we are. Zelda, you're pretty. Why use the image of a younger woman? We shouldn't be unhappy. Look, I don't know what you mean by a younger woman. This is my image, and it just is my image. I don't care about that. So it's not, it has nothing to do with a younger woman. It has everything to do with, this is me. And this is how it comes out in the program that I use when I make the images. So I don't care how old I am, what I look like, any of those things. In fact, I want to tell you the number 2 search for my name. Guess what that is? How old is Lady Zelda Kelly? That is the number 2 search on the internet of my name. I don't care. But thank you. One of your videos, key moved over. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. In one of your videos, your key moved after you put it down yesterday, and so did a card. Really? Now, one of the videos, yes, but I didn't know that happened yesterday, Samantha. I'll have to go back and look. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see. Accept the blessing. There you go. Desperately needed help. Well, you've got it, my darling. Sending all the healing, mending vibes your way. Thank you, thank you. Are you talking about the Amazon link? Sometimes it does that if it's in the chat. You may have to go into The description, you may have to go into the description and pull out the chat or pull out and especially if you use it on an iPhone, sometimes iPhones don't like those Amazon links. That's very unfortunate. Okay, let me see. The doctor has been found guilty in Hawaii. Yeah, he's going to go away for a while. He's going to go away for a minute. Kathleen, I think the Nancy Guthrie case is truly horrific, Zelda, and very dark. Oh, my darlings, I'm going to tell you. I wish I could say on here what I really would want to say. And I have to leave it at that. I have friends whose videos have been taken down, a couple of them by international groups, and I don't want that. So there we go. Yay! 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 Amy made it. Very good. Very good. Bambarita, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened unto you. Amen to that. Thank you. And I love you guys back. So let me see here. What else is going? Just now noticed live. Oh, thanks. I'm so glad you're here, my darling. It's so impromptu. Seriously. There's your shout out back, my darling. Emerald Island Last Jennifer for 3378. Bless you. From the Emerald Isle. Ah, I know where that is. Bless you. Thank you so much for being here. Let me see. Let me try to catch up a minute. We have a new member here. Welcome. I know you're going to love it here. I've got a great bunch of people. Seriously, got a great bunch. We won't stay on here too long. I got some things that I need to do. I don't know if you've all seen the new coloring books, and there's a new deck of cards. New DIY cards. I know they're going to be printing out very, very well. Completely different. It's a top secret card, and we've got a coloring book. And I've got some more little goodies. I'm going to be dropping some word search mystery books. If you guys like to solve crime and problems, doing that as well. So there we go. Jiggles, wiggles. Good old Johnny Horton. Absolutely. Hi there, my darling criminal society. I've been listening a lot. I had to take a break as my nan. Oh, I'm so sorry. May she rest well. Had funeral on Tuesday. I felt sad about poor Nancy. Absolutely. Well, bless you, my darling, and thanks for being here. Let me see. Everyone is very wonderful here. Love the energy. We don't fight. We don't have I think everybody just really does have the right idea, and that is we come in here to collectively have our energy. We're not coming in here to make fun of anyone, cut anyone down, be ugly to other people, be ugly to other creators. Everybody is allowed to have your opinion, but sometimes it's just better to keep your opinions to yourself. And that's my idea of this channel. Because you know what, our anxiety levels can be raised very quickly. And why come into a channel where your anxiety level is going to be raised even much more than what they would be? So this is a place where you're safe, you can rest. We talk about everything, anything, you name it. If I can answer it, I certainly will. If I can't, I'll find the answer out. And if it's too private, I'll just say, oh, I'm sorry, that's too private. There we go. Chris and Karen are good. Yes, indeed. Kelsey Fitzsimmons, or Kelsey Fitzpatrick. There you go. I almost said Fitzsimmons. Kelsey Fitzpatrick. Yes. I had to have a pager to answer after hours call. No cell phones. Oh, gosh. You remember? And then everybody would figure out how to write these little acronyms. And oh, my heck. I had a pager. It was about It lasted for about a month, and I couldn't hack it anymore. Couldn't hack it. Gen X, you know what? Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to that day. Beyond 100K. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I think I'm going to ask for that to happen before the end of this year, because I certainly would like to um, I certainly would like to have a plaque. I'm just going to say my tax has doubled. Well, I'm going to tell you, I know, and especially in Massachusetts. Yes, my darling, be careful. There's Pickles Mama Llama, now a member. Thank you again, my darlings. Taxes are always raised after we're called Taxachusetts, Massachusetts. Others say, yeah, Colleen, but I'm going to tell you, when they start having to pay out on these criminal cases and these wrongful cases, oh boy. Yeah, it's going to be bad. I just know it. Yeah. Oh, okay, good. Patricia, I'm glad. Yeah, that is a crazy one. The perp was in the middle of a carjacking and the lady, and he took something to the perp. It's supposed to be on body cam, but I think justified. Well, I pretty much know David Yannetti is not going to take a case that is, not. There you go. Oh, you found us through the Delphi reading. Oh boy, that's a case. They're still going on with that too, right? Oh my. That Don't get me started on the Idaho 4. Don't get me started on the Idaho 4. There's something up about that too. Everybody thinks it's so cut and dry, just like Charlie, just like Nancy. When you've got some dark things going on behind the scenes, yeah, not good. Debbie found me during the Nancy case. Thank you. So glad that you did. Thank you very much, Terry. Your support is a blessing. Absolutely wonderful souls here. Wonderful souls. Let me see. Purchased the deck you showed us last night, the Malefic Norman. Oh, you did? You're going to like that deck. You're going to like it. I like it. I'm overstimulated too. Yeah. I get frustrated because many times, I'm sorry, I've got a kitty on me and she keeps wagging her tail and hitting the microphone if you hear that. So if you hear it popping, that's what it is. So I need to move her a minute. So I'll tell you what really frustrates me is because if things were the way they said that they were, bless you, if things were the way they said that they were, there should be a much bigger clue now. We should have much bigger clues. We should have much bigger idea of what's going on and what's happening. That's my idea of things. I'll look that up. I got out of the hospital today. Yes, I read and I have not had a chance to answer you, my darling. I'm going to send you some real good healing vibes right now. Right now. I know you had your surgery. Oh, bless you, honey. I know. But you know what? You got through it. And now the only way up, the only way is up. And you're going to make it through. Tubes of you. I watch snippets of news that way. Yeah, that's what I do. Can I look into the Michael Wolff suing Melania Trump? Maybe. I would like to, but here's the problem. We have a lot of people who just go fanatically crazy if I talk about either one side or the other. And to me, I want to stay neutral because to me, it doesn't matter. It's what's happening. It's what's going on. And boy, there was a time I got threatened and everything else. So we'll see. We'll see. I would love to. But thank you so much for that. Thank you for that request. We'll see how that works. Let me see. What's a good starter deck? I'm going to tell you, my darling, the best deck that you can start on is a Rider-Waite. No, I have very fancy decks, but I don't read with them for my videos. And the reason being is because I like to show you what the cards mean. And you can't do that because there's a lot in the symbols of the artwork of the Rider-Waite. And it means so much, and there's a lot of hidden things there that are going on. But here's the thing. Once you really learn the tarot backward and forward, and I certainly don't know it all, I'm still learning. Once you still learn it, then you can get into a position where you can say, okay, now I feel confident in going into another card or into another deck. And even me, when I'm reading with other decks, sometimes I have to stop and think, oh, wait a minute, this is what? This is the Six of Cups. So what in the Six of Cups is this card telling me about? So it's basically interpretations. But I would suggest using the Rider-Waite first. That's it. I love the chatting. My Irish respects that. I do too. I just, sometimes I think we just have to, without all the pomp and circumstance tomorrow night, there's going to be pomp and circumstance, my darling. We're going to be busy doing a lot of things, and you guys are going to like these backgrounds. You're going to like them. I'll tell you what, Annie Guthrie is selling her jewelry business. Really? Well, it may be because woman driving trucks. Oh my goodness, too. Facebook. Oh my goodness. You're a truck driver. A lot of respect for you. A lot of respect for you, sister. Well, it's probably because her business is tanking. I haven't watched mainstream media in years. Tubes of you, yeah. Let me tell you something. Being on the other side of the aisle, what they're really coming out with now is because YouTube is the #1 streaming service in the world. Netflix, I think, is #2. What they want is for all of us, if we can, to have like a video series, as in, these episodes where you can binge watch. Now, listen, I would like to do that. I don't have the time. But they're trying to get the series, and the Mister and I have been talking about that. If I can just have a moment in time. Now, there is another channel. I will tell you, I don't know. I've been asked to work on the images. That is going to be one that can be made into episodes that you can binge watch. You guys will love it. You'll recognize my images on there. I might even do a little cameo. just like Alfred Hitchcock did. I may have a little cameo, something like this. So I think, my darlings, that I don't know, but I think the live streams help with that type of thing. But that's where the tubes of you are going. And if you're on mobile, I know that you notice that when you open them up, you see a lot of shorts. A lot of the short, I think it's now 3 minutes or less. It used to be 1 minute or less. And then if you keep scrolling, you get into the longer videos. I could never get into shorts. And I want you to know you have to go so viral on a short, because even some of those shorts that I get a few thousand views on, I might make 14 or 15 cents on them. The idea of shorts for me is to help bring people, help awareness of the channel and help bring people in. That's it. That's the only reason. I heard that aisle of shows on the Karen Reed case. The judge chewed out the civil attorneys for not getting. I heard that they said, well, it looks like your summer is gone. Because this was a judge that said, look, we want to get this done. We want to get something done. And all of a sudden, it's kind of like that, oh, well, we're not. Well, we're not. I think they're dragging their feet because they know the more they go on, they just can't go backward because the O'Keefes still want to prosecute Karen for a crime that she didn't commit and she's been acquitted of. So, yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let me catch up on the chat here for a minute. Debbie, thank you. I love to hear you are so knowledgeable about so many topics and great teacher at all. Plus, you just stimulate our brains. Well, you know what? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, true. How about Zelda dudes? Agree, because Patricia, I know your husband is a fan too. There you go. There you go. Let me see. Karen Reed was the talk in almost all of Massachusetts. My eyes were glued to court TV every day, right? I knew she was going to win, loved all of her attorneys, but oh my goodness, listen, we got spoiled, didn't we? And the Karen Reed case, something happened. I've never seen a case like that I've read on in my life. That's why I was doing daily videos, because court would be over and it'd be like, wait a minute, I have to read on that because that happened, or I have to read on this because this happened. I've never seen a case like that. Never in my life. Either something the judge was doing or Hank Brennan, the special prosecutor for the state of Massachusetts that they brought in, that was supposed to only make $75,000 and ended up making, about 500,000, whatever. So yeah, that was something else. But I remember, I know what I was going to say. I remember after the Karen Reed case, when she was acquitted that day, we were live. I was streaming it. And finally, everybody's like, Zelda, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? There's nothing to do after the Karen Reed case. It almost felt like, and there were many YouTube creators they were contemplating, just because their whole channel was based on that. And I said, oh, my darlings, you don't need to worry. We've got so much to do. We have so much to do. And we haven't skipped a beat. I did stop live streaming there for a minute right after the first of the year. And it was because there was a lot of things, uneasiness going on, and people tried to pull me in and I refused. But you know what? That's kind of, it's water under the bridge now. So that's a good thing. Oh my goodness. Desire to go higher. Daughter is 32 today. Well, let's sing happy birthday to her. Ready? Here we are. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to your daughter. Happy birthday to you. And many more. There you go. 32. Wow. I remember when I was 32. You couldn't tell me a thing. Oh my goodness. And look who is in the chat. Mrs. Marie from Fate and Fortune, True Oracle. Hello, my darling. Welcome, welcome. Everybody can say hello to Mrs. Marie. She's my spirit animal sometimes. I have to take on that Mrs. Marie spirit, but that's okay. It's the way it is. It's okay. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Martha, thank you so much, my darling, for your generosity on Venmo. I appreciate you so much. That's very kind of you. Let me see. I think I got another one here, I got to say. Maybe? No, that's it. That's it. Okay. Okay, I got your message, Mrs. Marie. I will do that. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's see. Let me see. That's why I'm happily saying, Lori, there you go. Listen, if it weren't for the Mr., I'm going to tell you this, and I've told Mrs. Marie the same thing. Everybody knows. I would be just like Enya. Remember Enya? Oh my goodness, I hope you do. Enya, the Orinoco Flow, the Caribbean Blue, all those great songs that we had back in the 90s. I love her. She bought a castle in Ireland that was needed repair. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? That needed repair. It's gorgeous. It's on a cliff. I think she bought it for something like $1 million. She put like another $2 million in it. Now this new movie that came out in February, that was the Dracula Love Tale from, I guess, 2025. It's still not available. I want to watch it. But she put they used one of her songs, Caribbean Blue, I think, is what they used. Oh, she made another 10, 12 million on that. She has 12 cats, is living in a beautiful renovated castle. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? There we are. I have heard this message from 3 other creators today, so there must be something to it. I'm listening. Yes, bless you. Trial Junkie, let us know. Let us know, my darling. Let us know. That's right, my darling. Finish what you start. Here we are. Let me see. Let me catch up. I stopped the chat so I can, Patricia Wright. Oh my goodness. Alessi is my all-time favorite. I would just 10 minutes with him to pick his brain. His daughter, were you here? His daughter came on this channel with her gentleman friend. That was a lot of fun. She's beautiful, magnificent. I love Mr. Alessi. He brought so much to the team, so much to the table. There we go. Hi everyone. I wonder if closed captions could be on. I'd love to hear the German language. Well, here's what we're going to try to do. When my mister, you want to hear something funny? Somebody said the other day, well, why do you call him Lord Gregor? Well, first of all, I've just always called him that. My Lord, your grace, my heart, these types of things. He's always been with me, my lady, Lady Zelda, Valiana. It's always been that. It's just our thing. But somebody said, well, he calls you my lady. Can you not call him my Lord? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to push that envelope. Calling him my Lord is not is not something. I mean, it's kind of on the edge. I would feel really weird saying my Lord. Although, I know what that is, but anyway, so I was going to say the Lord and I, but Lord Gregor and I. Okay, I've been meaning to tell you. I'm going to tell you this. First of all, we're going to be talking more. We love doing the Whispers of Veil Keep podcast, but it's very hard for him to do because sometimes I have to write out in English what he's supposed, and he does very well. I got to tell you this, he does very well, better than I do on the German. But we're going to have more conversations. And when you hear a conversation between he and I, it is half German, half English. He might throw a little bit of French or a little Italian in. And sometimes I have to just say, okay, wait a minute. Translator, please. So you may hear that. If we do that, we have those calls. I'm going to make sure that they are translated correctly in English on the screen so you'll know. But I will repeat things. Because we voted in a poll last night what everybody would like to hear. And it was more calls between he and I. Okay, we'll do that. He's in agreement with that. He likes that. Sometimes the little structured thing of the podcast it was a little overwhelming for him, but this is better. We can kind of lead through things. Now, one thing I meant to tell you last night is this. For those of you who don't know, in Veil Keep, There was you can hear a woman crying. We did a podcast on that. And in fact, during one of our conversations between he and um, actually recorded it, and you can hear her in the background crying. And it's a big story. I'm not going to go into it right now. But I want you to know that when they are renovating Vale Keep, the third floor is where you hear that from. They're going to demolish the third floor. What's going to happen to her? And that's going to be my question to Lord Gregor. Is she going to continue to be there? Because she could be, but when the third floor is pretty much gone and they remove it, what's going to happen to that energy, that crying woman? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. That's what Zelda wants to know. That's Zelda. I'm here for that. That's what Zelda wants to know. Give me a second here. Thank you. Give me a second. I do look at that, but here's the thing, I rarely take on any personal cases now because it is very involving. It's very hard, and I'm so sorry for your loss. There's so many people that have that. It's just horrible. You know. Yeah. Sue, you know what? It's okay if you believe that Karen Reed is guilty. That's okay. But I want you to think about this. Just because it seems like she didn't want to deal with his sister's children and played around with Brian Higgins' feelings, that doesn't make somebody guilty or not. When you've got 3 medical examiners that come to the table, come to testify, and you got a medical examiner that the Massachusetts State Police wanted to change the mode, the death designation on the death certificate and would not. That did it for me. Plus the scratches for Chloe. Now listen, I respect you and you're more than welcome to be here. Because I think the best thing for all of us to do is to understand that sometimes we can agree to not agree. And I love having you here. So I get it. I get it. So let me see. You don't need to say what you want to. We can go down the rabbit hole as well. Well, Susan, let me tell you, there's a bunny trail in some of these deals that, oh my. Hi there, Healing Springs 11. Good evening to you. What a beautiful flower bouquet. Love it. We are a happy family here. We sure are. We sure are. I think Nancy case is so much deeper and darker than we can imagine. You know it. And I think my darling, if you knew what I knew about that, I can't say it. I can't say. But you're 100% on the right track. Absolutely. And thank you. Enjoyed your psychic writing the other day. And Pendy. Thank you. I like Pendy. I think I like Pendy too. Big channels do it live because they have an expensive programmer, but most creators don't. You know what? Except for Sammy, who is my producer. All of you know Sammy. If you don't know Sammy, I'm going to remove myself. You can look. She's got a portrait above the fireplace. There's fireplace. Wait, I'm slacking. Listen, I'm going to start a fire here. Hold on. There we are. Special hello to your son and Lord Gregor. Thank you. And thank you from them as well. Thank you. Thank you. Northern California, bless you for being here. I believe you can get printed at any print shop. I don't know what you're talking about, but if you're talking about the cards, you can. Those new cards, you know what? Do you want to see? Let me see if I can show you a little snippet of the new cards. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek. Going to give you a little sneak peek. How's that? Yeah, I'm going to do that because I think you all will love them. Where are they? Here we are. Let me give you a couple little sneak peeks of the new cards. 36 cards, my darlings. 36. Oh, wait. I can't do that. Let me see. Hello. You know you're in trouble when you hear me go, oops. Here we go. I'll show you what they look like. You get a good idea of what they look like here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Here we go. Here's just 2 of the cards. The example of the 2 DIY cards. And there you go. And I love these. I will be actually printing them. What you see there, those purple lines, they'll go away when you print those. Those are just my grid lines to make sure that everything was tickety boom. Aren't they cool? It's extremely cool. So very, very much so. Thought I'd just give you a little bit of that. So there we go. Now, remove those. And let me fix this because I like to see myself in the background. I like to see the background. There we are. Angie, my darling. Beautiful inside. Oh, thank you. Can I put Himalayan salt in my rice jar? I got the book. Absolutely. I've got cinnamon. And in fact, I'm looking at my jar right now. I've got cinnamon. I've got a bay leaf. I've got folded money. I've got the jingly type in here. I've got all kinds of notes. You can hear my rice jar. There it is. Proof. Proof. There you are. That's right, Intergalactic Defender. Plenty of other chats people can act out. You're absolutely right. Thank you, my darling, for being here. Doing great today, and hope you are too. Doing great. And we use initials instead of names. Absolutely. The other day I was talking so cryptic. Somebody said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What in the heck are you talking about? I was like, never mind. Yeah, I'm getting to the point. I don't know what I'm talking. It has to be so cryptic. Oh my goodness. But yeah, let's yeah, we can't get in trouble here. Thank you so much. And you know what? Thank you, Natalie, because I'm going to say this. Look at you, you darling. Thank you for being here. Natalie is a beautiful mod over at JFK. Show off. I love that channel. I love the people. That's another place to be and heck of a lot of fun. And if you get a chance, go over there. I was blessed enough to be on their show. Talk about fun. I was reading for Eddie O'Brien. I know good things are going to happen with Eddie. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So thanks for being here, Miss Natalie. I appreciate you. Desperate Truth 101 became a YouTube member. More importantly, she became a member of these channels. Thank you so much, my darling, for being here. I know you're going to love it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, she's a member of True Oracle and of Seeing Crime. Hello. Hello, my darling. And look here. We have, look at that little sweetheart. Hi, Kelly. Hello, everyone from Canada. I love it. Bless you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm kind of trying to zippity-doo-dah through the chat now because you know what? I just, I hold it because like I said, even on slow-mo, it slows almost to a crawl and a zippity-doo. It just rolls like the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, my goodness. Yes, Trial Junkie 2, Richard Allen's appeal. Yeah, I can see it in you, too. Boy, you put some thought into these trials and stuff, don't you? Hi there. I found you during Nancy's case, too, and I can't turn you off. Oh, my darling, thank you so much. That really means so much. I wish I would have found you during the Idaho 4. You know what? Thank you, my darling. I don't think you're so crazy, Wendy, but that's okay. I did not do much on the Idaho 4. That was such a highly emotional case. I think I did maybe 1 or 2. And when I started talking about, well, it's the same thing as Nick Reiner, did a few, oh my heck, I thought somebody was going to just throw me out the basement window. People were so upset over that. Look, if it upsets you that much, just do us a favor and take a breath and go somewhere where, they tell you what you want to hear. That's the thing. But Idaho 4, so frightening, monstrous, and so much more behind the scenes. And it's very sad. Sammy is here. Where is she? She is taking a nap over in the other corner there. D. Hunter is keeping tabs. 266 here and only 170 likes. Please leave your DNA. And also found when this Nancy Guthrie began and hooked on a good thing. Thanks a lot, my darling. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please do. Add your DNA. Come on in. Because you know what? When you subscribe, you can come in and say hello. That's what we want you to do. That's what you want. Well, that's what we want. I love how your kitties get involved. I can't help it. There are times when I say, oh my heck. There are times when my son will be here talking and they'll just be roaming all over my desk and roaming around. And I just have to get up and I say, my gosh, these cats. But they do love to be involved. They are right here, man. They are right here. But thank you very much for being here. Oh, it's been corrected. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. All right. Let me see. I thought that bump from the kitty tail was my earbuds on low. Oh, bless you. No. I listened to a bunch of Lord Gregor, but have no idea what I was listening to. What am I missing? Seems like it's right in front of me. Well, honey, I don't really know. I don't really know. We met 3 years ago on the Talkie Tick. I was looking for vampire content. It was close to, it was summer, and I was starting to plan Halloween content because, well, that's who I am. And one thing led to another. So there we are. Let me see. What's going on with David? Do you mean David Yannetti? He is, he's taken on a case for a police officer. Love it. Love it. Thank you, my darling. Rider Waite is the deck to have. Thank you. Something is. But you know what? We got to be careful now because there's some dogs out there sniffing around. That's why I haven't put too much out lately, because they're sniffing around. They feel that they want to start talking about defamation cases and everything else. And plus, last time I think I put out a video on that mess, which it is in Utah, and said that Erica filed a petition for a speedy trial. Somebody just jumped down my throat. How dare you? Well, my darling, take a look at January 20th or 26th. Can't remember what it was, but that's when it was filed. So, there's some people coming in that are extremely high strung over that. Plus, you know what? We're going to be careful because this is a livelihood, and it's so we just, and I'll tell you why. Because when we upload, there's something that comes on our screen before we upload. It says, is any of the content bad? Is it good? Is it violent? Is it this? Does it cause anxiety? Does it you know is it on the corner of walk and don't walk? All those things. And you have to answer yes. And if you answer yes, then the advertisers will come in and then they will advertise what you see. If you miss that mark and an advertiser comes in and they don't like your content, they'll complain to YouTube, and YouTube can either take down your video, take down your channel, or they'll lose that advertiser and you lose that. And you know what? That's just too much. That's just too much to I'm just not gonna I'm not gonna take any chances. I'm not gonna take any chances. I like YouTube. And I was on the Book of Faces, and believe me, it was an everyday occurrence that somebody was stealing my profile and my pictures and my content and all from all over. And the Book of Face, they just wouldn't do anything about it. And then these people got smart and they would steal my content, and then they would report me as though I was stealing from them. And oh boy, the Book of Faces got blasted by me more than one time, and everything is okay now, but I don't trust them enough to put content out there. And it's like they invite everything in. This is the safest, and we've had that, if you've been in my community tab and if you've been in here, that people try that nonsense with me, and I don't put up with it. You can't put up with people stealing from you. If they steal from you, they'll lie to you. That's the way it is. Look at Terry here, getting really creative. Isn't that cute? Thank you, my darlings. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Keep up the good work, please. Yeah, the Idaho 4 case is very frustrating. It's very. There's some problems there. Unforgettable problems. Oh my goodness. Hi there, my darling. Well, I hope you have a good evening, and I'm so glad you dropped in to say hello. Come on, I need to go back to college or move in with Lady Zelda for a crash course. Well, you know what? Here, I'm going to say this. Back in the day, that reminds me of something. I know many of you don't, but there was a big band. His name was Kay Kaiser. And his little slogan was Kay Kaiser and the music, wait a minute. Kay Kaiser and the College of Musical Knowledge. That was his tagline. That's what did it for Kay Kaiser. Now, I'm a Benny Goodman girl, but I liked all the big bands. Kay Kaiser was a really good one. And every time somebody says that, coming back to college, I don't know why that just sparks a memory like that, but I love it. So let me see what else is going on here. Let me see. You're welcome, Patricia. You're welcome. I'm kind of going through these quickly. Linda says, I always wanted to drive an 18-wheeler, but I can't do it now. I'm very disabled. I'm so sorry, Linda, but you know what? You can sing that song. Remember the song? 18 wheels and a dozen roses, 10 more miles on this 4-day run. A few more songs on the all-night radio, and he'll spend the rest of his life with the one that he loves. I like that song. Remember when that came out? My goodness, that's an old song. That's some of the best. Some of the best. Okay. How does a person who doesn't know how to dispel dark energies can be rest assured of protection from starch? Well, prayer. You know, you really don't have to know. All you have to do is know that prayer is a big protector. That's what I do. I also have salt around my home, salt around the front door, salt in the windows, salt in the bathrooms. Just a little bit, just takes a few grains. You don't have to, you don't have to feel like you have to have, 18 boxes of salt and be putting it around. And, it also, I got to tell you this, if you're an animal lover, this salt actually helps to keep the fleas down. It helps to keep the spiders away, helps to keep a lot of that sort of thing. And remember, here's a little thing. Salt doesn't hurt. Salt doesn't lie. Salt will only purify. So, but prayer. But I don't think you have any dark energies coming at you, my darling. Don't think so at all. Okay, let me see here. Is a commode a toilet? Oh, we're getting into some deep things. Peggy O'Keefe. Oh, Lord. Did I see a picture of Peggy O'Keefe the other day? And what was she doing? Standing in the middle of this photograph giving the Canton salute. And for those of you who don't know what the Canton salute is, it's the middle finger. Peggy, you have 2 children. They're now in paradise, and you want things to go your way. And the court of public opinion has a lot to do with a lot of things. Perhaps you need to think about behaving yourself just a little bit till things are over. Because you know what? You may think so, but I'm going to give you my opinion for what it's worth. I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's becoming for any woman, but especially a woman of your age. Thank you so much. And if you hear this, you're more than welcome to send me a picture of your Canton salute. I'm sure you would. I don't think it's good. Shelty, I like the cuteness of you and Lord Gregor's show. I'm going to be doing some more of those. Because I need to do one with Lord Gregor and Bran, who is the Newfoundland doggy, but Bran's going to be a Newfoundland puppy. I can't stand it. I laugh so hard. He fails to see the humor sometimes, but he's so good to me. There you go. Now it's Kelsey Fitzsimmons here. Oh, yes. Kelsey Fitzsimmons is definitely that is such a messed up case. This Justin dude, he thinks he's just in time. Nope. I think things are going to turn out pretty bad for him. Things are going to turn out pretty bad. You know what, Shirley? I have heard about the missing Sullivan siblings. Missing in, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Pictou County in Nova Scotia? I need to look into them again. Yeah, I need to look into them again. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I was addicted to Karen Reed's case too. I'm going to tell you, that is one that I was. Seriously, one that I was. I have not done anything on Ernest Williams. I wish I had the time to do on all these people. Can I say something? It's going to sound really ugly. I'm going to say something that's going to sound ugly. As much as I want Nancy Guthrie to be found, I think there has to be some responsibility, in my opinion, for her family to take in finding her. And they made it this big worldwide thing, and there are other people from that same area that have been missing for 10 years and have never gotten any attention. And I'm going to tell you, if I were the family of one of those missing people, I would be feeling some hard cheese. I would be definitely feeling some hard cheese. I was with you all the way through Karen's trial. Your readings gave me so much hope, and they were so accurate. Thank you so much. Those were the days that people, because we found out the feds were looking and snooping around there and gave the defense a lot of information because they had been looking into Officer John O'Keefe's demise as well. And everybody kept writing to me and saying, why don't the feds just come? Why don't the feds? And I kept saying, oh, just listen, just wait. It's going to be so much better. Just wait. When the time comes, just wait. It's going to be good. Just wait. And now look at it. Well, I'm glad that we waited, because now these people are going to be set on their ear, and they're going to, there's going to be a lot of things happen. Loved Alan Jackson. I love him too. No positive vibes. She did everything that she could to step into the vat of poopies that she did. Time to eat, my darling. Lady Zelda, do you have tips on choosing and purchasing a pendy? You know what? I have been known to take just a chain from a neck, a chain from a necklace, and putting it on a ring. I've been known to take in fact, the key that I have, you see on my the Hand of Fate that is from the fortress that the mister gave me, and there's a ribbon there that goes with it. I've used that as one. Now, if you want to get one that is technically a pendulum, if you look at it and say, oh, that looks so pretty, oh, that looks so nice, then there you go. If you look at it and you're seeing a picture of it and you think, oh, you know what, that's nice, but I just really don't feel the vibe, then there you go. And I'm to the point now where it's so kind of funny, because I'll pick something up like that. Even Moisha, I'll pick up, and you see the chain swinging. So it's kind of like, okay, the energy's like, oh, there's Zelda, let's go. That's the best that I can tell you. That's the best I can tell you, my darling. I know you'll make the right choice. Sandra Birchmore coming soon. Yeah, that's going to be another one. That's poor Sandra Birchmore and that sweet baby. It's good to see you too, my darling. Good to see you. All right. Let me catch up. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you. Thank you, Pickles. Let me see. I'm behind a little bit. I'm behind. There's Mrs. Marie. She keeps me in line. She keeps me in line. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Yeah, Sandra is due. Her is due in federal court. We'll learn, though. There's going to be. We're going to definitely learn what's going on with dear Sandra. Let me. Lady Z, her laughter brings so much joy. That's so funny. We're going to cut it off soon here, my darling. Sail. Oh, right. Enya, sail away. One of my favorite tunes from Enya was Evening Falls. If you haven't heard that, Evening Falls, look that up from Enya. If you don't know that, I remember, listen, I was of the day, this was the time when the bookstores, this was the time that the bookstores put all of these types of books like tarot, cartomancy, and everything else in the back of the store and would name it occult. Do you remember that? I remember it. And if you felt like you had to sneak back there, because if you were back there and looking, you know, the women with children would grab onto their children and give you a look like, oh, you know, witch, you're not going to be throwing my child in the oven, you know, this type of thing, right? I mean, that's what would happen. Enya came out at the same time, and she was labeled New Age music. Now, a lot of people took offense to that, and I'm thinking, dear Jumpin' Jollies, we need to have a new age and welcome Enya, right? She set the precedence, I believe, for a lot of creators and a lot of musicians. I love her. I love her. I'm going to tell you at the same time, I'm going to tell you who else I was listening to, because I'm a big Judy Garland fan, but I'm also big Liza Minnelli fan. And Liza Minnelli in the 90s, early 90s, teamed up with the Pet Shop Boys and did an album, and you want to talk about good. I saw Liza Minnelli just a few days ago on something. Bless her heart, she's at like 80 years old now. She's doing good, though. She can still sing. Belt it out, Liza. Her birthday, she's a March baby, too. I can't remember when her birthday is, but she's close to mine. So I always loved it. I always thought we could be spiritual sisters. I always wanted to be a cross between Liza Minnelli and Judy Garland. So there we are. Marilyn, oh my gosh, when I was taking English composition in college, the professor would always play Enya and have us to write essays. I love that idea. I love that. I love that. Oh, did you see her in I bet she was good. I bet Enya was really good. She's just really, she comes from a big family, my understanding. Maybe I'm wrong now. Trial Junkie used to sing Somewhere of the Rainbow. Oh, I know. The song I used to sing to my granddaughter, who is now 25 and married, was from Jesus Christ Superstar, and it was, try not to be worried, try not to move, try not on to problems that upset you. I'm too low, don't you know everything's all right? Yes, everything's fine. I love that song. I used to sing that Guten Tag. That's right. I used to sing that to her all the time. Now I just don't. I sing to the kiddies. I sing to the kiddies. Let me see. Hi, Carrie. Welcome. Welcome. You're not so late. You're not so late. The mister. I love when you said that about Lord Gregor. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I never thought that I would be with anyone again. And he's about the best mister that I could ever. I always say I conjured him up, right? He always just dropped into my life. And I just love that. But there would never be another, because I can't compare anyone now to him. Vale Keep is the name of Lord Gregor's home. It's actually Vale Haven. That makes me I am technically on that side. I am technically Lady Zelda. Where did that come from? Lady Zelda von Görlitz. That is the area that I'm from and my family are from in Germany. Now that Lord Gregor and I have sworn and taken our vows, that makes me Lady Zelda of Vale Haven. Vale Haven is the estate. Vale Keep is the home. And Lord Gregor is Lord Gregor of Vale Keep. So I know it's confusing. He explained it to me one time, and I'm like, okay, I just shook my head. Just tell me what to write. I'll do that. Let's see. Oh, okay, Terry, I'm behind. So don't know what we're talking about. Oh, hi, Patty. Listen, don't worry a bit, my darling. This was impromptu for sure. I just decided to hey, I didn't make a video today, so here I am. But definitely we're going live tomorrow night at 7, and be here. Aloha. You're not going to want to miss out on what's coming tomorrow. Let's see. You've missed out on about an hour and 40 minutes. Zelda, how come my pendulum doesn't work? Also asked if I wanted to be called Pendy and answered no. Oh boy. Okay. Sometimes mine don't, but I think sometimes you can think so hard, you can talk so hard, and you can think so hard that sometimes it blocks the energy coming through. So there you go. Yeah, Nanette. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen with the crying lady? Will she move to another section of the keep? Has Lord Gregor told the story of what happened to the crying lady? He has. It is on his channel. It is in the you can actually hear her. I did catch her on a recording. We were actually on a phone call, and you can hear her in the background. But he talks about her in one of the Whispers of Vale Keep podcasts and tells her story. There you go. So, can we do a Patreon day? And can you say, that might be a good idea. That might be a good idea, Marcia, because on Patreon, you can say a lot of these things. I call them the 9 words you can't say on the tube. As long as they don't talk about intimate acts, if you know what I mean. All the rest may be. Let me find out about that. We just may do that. We just may do that. Okay, we just may do that. So, and I'll announce it here if we're going to do, because now I actually got approved on Patreon to keep them separate, because see, I had to stop there for a minute because I would make my videos, but in order to upload on Patreon, you had to go through either Vimeo or the Tubes of You or something else, and then I would get dinged on it really bad. So there you go. So that's a great idea, Marcia. Marcia. I love you. All right, here we go. When the capital M came up in the channeled writing yesterday, I thought of the guy who was arrested on his birthday this year. Yeah, me too. That was a set of bracelets that I was happy to see someone receive. And they weren't from Amazon either. Amy? Oh, Sammy does not have an Amazon list. I did put toys and everything on there, but dear Jumpin' Jollies, imagine having all of these people on. I am overrun with toys. And besides, I'm going to tell you this. The toys, they just kind of look at. It's the boxes that they play with. If you see this, I feel like I'm an Amazon distributor's office, a warehouse, because I'll go through with my son. I'll say, oh, I have to get rid of that box. And Ian will say, you have to get rid of that box. And I'll say, oh, no, you can't, because Petey sits in that box. Oh my gosh. Right? Hello. But maybe I'll put a few little things on there for them. Let me see. Sammy Sam, that's what I'm missing. Yes, she'll be here tomorrow. She'll be here tomorrow night. You know that. Sammy is a great producer. Bless her heart. She knows. But I'm going to tell you this. She's a smart little turkey or kitty. When the bowl in the bedroom is out of water, it's a silver bowl. Yes, silver bowl on my nightstand, because she likes to just walk from the bed over onto the nightstand. If it's below a particular certain level, she smacks that bowl till I get up and put water in that bowl. She knows. She learned after Lord Gregor was here and we stayed here at the condo, she learned how to stomp. And that's no kidding. You can hear her stomping. So she rules the roost. She surely does. Marilyn, you printed the Zelda coloring book this morning. I'm waiting to Amazon to. Oh, I'm so excited! Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Terry. It is a wonderful place. Pause off. I agree. Yeah, I feel the year. It's going to be a very busy year. I think so too, my darling. I think, look at that little face. I think so too. Thank you so much. I'm very proud of these cards. I'm very proud. I have the writer, wait, that is colored in. I'm not great. That's okay. You know, it's sometimes reading is not for anything, but I want you to know this, okay? You do not have to be psychic. You don't have to have any ability to read cards. Now, you would think, oh my gosh, but that should encourage many of you. You do not have to. Now, those cards are on sale, I think, this weekend. If you want to race over there and grab them in the shop, let me put up the banner here. There you can see that there. I know some people who are not psychic at all who read cards, and holy moly, they are good. And you know why I think so sometimes? You know why? It's because they don't have that hanging over them that, oh, I need my intuition to be kicking in to figure this out. I think sometimes if you can approach card reading from a scientific, does that make sense? Maybe not scientific but from a practical, what does the card really mean? And then start telling the story from there instead of saying, I'm psychic, so I must have my psychic intuition interpret these cards. Sometimes it's better. I have oatmeal in my rice jar because I didn't have rice. Good for you. I have cinnamon sticks, a bay leaf, and a dollar bill. Do I need there? It's whatever you want to put into it, my darling. Whatever you want to put into it. Whatever you want. Hello to Montana from us. Hello, welcome. Welcome. The corruption in Canton is horrifying. It truly is horrifying. And you know what? I think that Karen Reed, there's others along, but I think the Karen Reed case brought a lot of that corruption out. Thank God she had the legal team that she did. Thank God. I'd changed my picture back until it was Wrench. I protested. She will be back. It was an error. I love it. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, my darling. Thanks for being here. Okay, let me see. Could we have a class about the cards? Well, my darling, it would not be just one class, and that's the biggest thing. Because I want you to know this. If you see me, I can't stop. I can't stop teaching about the cards when I'm laying the cards out in front of you. But there's so much more about the cards. I don't know if you know this, but there are Hebrew letters and musical notes that are attached to each card. There are elements. There are more than one astrological sign. There's so much. There's just so much that it would be almost mind-blowing and too much. I do have some little series though there, and I need to be getting on those again. You can start, it's called The Great 78. You'll find it on these channels. It's a playlist. And I give you a lot of that. And then I've got another one about tarot that is on my channel. So But listen, I wish I had 48 hours in one day because I just love it and I have so much to do that, ladies on Lord are the only channels I subscribe. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Let me see. There you go. I did not do anything with Alec Murray's, unfortunately. Because, when you get on one case, for me, it's kind of hard to switch gears a little bit. So I kind of limit it to two. I like to do one for True Oracle and then one for this one. We're coming to the end. It's almost 2 hours here. And I was like, oh, it's just going to be 30 minutes, whatever. Right? Thank you so much, Sonia. I appreciate you. Love that little gesture you're making there on your profile. It's beautiful. Marilyn, it certainly was beyond gruesome, but I'm going to tell you this. They tore the house down too quickly. Thank you. That house came down too quickly. Yeah. Yeah. On the 11/11 crimes, talked about the clean home being related to something that could be, not related to a house cleaning ritual. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay, let me see. It's very dark. No, they don't have the kit. No, they don't. But I will add some things. I will add some things on the list. I will add some things on the list for them. Oh yeah, there is so much on the tubes now about the Idaho 4. Oh my goodness, are there? I have a particular idea of that too. There's some behind the scenes things that yeah, that's just the way it is. All right, let me bump through here. Let me go through. Okay, let me see this. When you use energy to contact Nancy Guthrie's house and/or certain people, does the energy stream lead back to, say, you or others searching for that energy? How do you protect yourself? Well, I am protected through prayer. I do a lot, but I'm not open. And to me, when you're trying to open yourself for entities, spirits, Nancy, I heard the voice of Nancy Guthrie. No, I'm sorry. Perhaps you did not. It's energy. But see, there are a lot of things that will come through. And how do you test that? There's no way that you can. And I don't do that. That's number one. So let me put your question back up there again. The energy does not bounce back to the people that think of it as a frequency. Frequency vibrations are always on the move. It doesn't come here and then go back and report or it doesn't, it's not that. Energy does not have, it's not the same as a spirit or an entity. We're not supposed to do that. And I don't believe in that. That's dark. To me, that is dark. I feel that, pardon me. So when there's nothing to report back because energies do not have emotion, that's why they don't lie. So it's pure. It's a pure vibration. It's pure. And you don't have to, it's not that, oh my gosh, are they going to narc on me? Are they going to tell me when they take? No, you don't have to worry about any of that. And that's why I can be protected because, see, I don't invite entities or spirits into my home. that's when you start having trouble. And every now and then, something will come in and I'll hear a name call or something. But an energy can kind of do that too. So, but I am protected. Prayer, number 1. Salt, number 2. No sage, salt. It does it. Lori, you're right. Too many cases out there without you standing on the edge of it, right? Right? There's just so many. So we will never have, and plus all of my stuff, stories from the past, present, we've got so much to talk about. Y'all don't need to worry. We're not going anywhere. Thank you so much, my darling Chris, for being here and becoming a member. I know you're going to love it. Let me see. Love the big bands. Good. Hi there, Martha. Thank you, my darling. I appreciate you. That's very kind for you to say. I did not have this happening, creators lady. Thank you for explaining. I'm new to you. Yeah. Sometimes, somebody feels a little hard cheese and they just have to, I think there's a time and place, and I do not believe that you should use a platform like this to air grievances. I just don't believe it. And sometimes it even got down to the point where, what? That person came into your chat, and how dare they come into your chat because I don't like them. Be careful. Now I'm going to tell you something. I'm laid back. I'm pretty chill. But if you want to tick me off, come into my chat and say, do you know them? I think you need to be careful of them. Why? Do you have a personal No, but I know that they said this and this and this to this person, and grandmother's dog, pup, and grandfather that worked at the auto store said this and this and this. Look, I don't get into that gossip train. But if you want to tick me off, come in and say, oh, you better be careful. Like I don't know a hill of beans. Usually if that gets said, you get timed out because it's like, stop it. You want me to turn against someone just because you think that you don't like them. That's baloney. It's baloney. Chris, ladies, yeah, I'm interested. I can talk. In cartomancy, do you offer training? No, but I have ebooks. And I tell a few little stories about my cartomancy days in the ebooks. And you're more than welcome to check. I think they're very reasonably priced. And they're in the psychic shop. So, but there's also, I have a series on cartomancy. And I'm so sorry. I haven't gotten to finish it. But there is a series on here on the playlist that you can check out as well. So there we go. Let me catch up here. You got it, my darling. You got it. There was a reason John sued for custody. We'll just leave it there. Do I have a picture of Bran? I do. Let me get it for you. Let me get it for little sweet Bran. He's my Bran, he's my man. If he can't do it, nobody can. Let me see where he is. There he is. This is a painting of him. There we go. There's little Bran. Newfoundland. I animated this on the Vale Keep channel. I animated it, and it turned out so good. I'm so proud of it. But that's that little sweetheart. And he is. He's that kind of doggy that you just want to just hug perpetually and just so happy. He's the kind of doggy, he would never be a watchdog. He's the kind of doggy that you would just say, he would say, oh, here, you came in to take, here, I'll show you where my mommy keeps her pearl earrings, and I'll show you, right? There you go. Let me get him off of there. All right. Oops. We went back. There we are. Annie was flipping people off from Nancy's house 2 days ago from loud sobs when she's vanished to the F off now that she's gone. Yeah, you know what? I just don't feel. Did she have her nails done at least? If you're going to flip the bird, at least have your nails done. Right? I mean, come on, have a little class. Right? You know, going from the distraught to flipping, who cares? I wish somebody would, like that ever would bother me. Hi there, Ruthie. How are you, my darling? Bless you, and thanks for coming in. But I just don't, that they don't, that just doesn't, and that doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me about that. Yeah. Don't, yeah. Okay, I want to catch up with all these little things here. I saw that, Carol. Sometimes I watch that. Is that, what is it, 8:57 or something like that, Tucson? I thought about that. Also in the windows. I never thought of that. Yeah. You just a few grains. Salt doesn't hurt, salt doesn't lie. Salt will only purify. And I just sprinkle in the windowsills, across the door, up above the door frame, down the faucets in the bathroom and in the kitchen, and make sure you get the back door. And I try to do the far corners of each, like you take the far corner of one part of the house and then the far corner of the other. So you're creating this little invisible barrier type thing. So thank you, Terry. Yes, mark your calendars for tomorrow night. We'll be going live then for sure. Yeah. There we go. Let me see. Yes, she is. I don't believe it was the in-laws. I believe it was Peggy that was suing for the kids. It was Peggy that was suing for the kids. I'm pretty sure of that. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I was going to ask you if Moisha has part Pendy abilities. Well, you know what? The ability is the energy. It's not the Pendy. It's not Moisha. It's the energy and how it flows through you. So it's just a vehicle. It's just a tool. That's all it is, if that makes sense. Let me see. Oh, here we go. The Zelda's Top Secret Deck is available now. Mrs. Marie put this link up for each and every one of you. It is in the comment section. If you want to scroll back or scroll around it, you can go. And it comes with a printable meaning guide. So it comes with a guide and it comes with the cards. And I'm going to tell you what, we've gotten some people who have they made these cards so nice and love it. And look at this. Mama Bear Claw. Mama 3. I can't say it, but she's here. I love that Lady Zelda is a true lady. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know what? I think that is kind of a thing of the past. Lord Gregor kind of thinks the same. Only he has a word. He calls them tavern girls. Maybe Peggy is a tavern girl. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, thank you, Lori. Yes, that is Liza's birthday. Mine's the 15th, so we are Pisces sisters. Always thought that. Enya's last album was 2015, Dark Sky Island. I love it. Love Jesus Christ Superstar. I did too, and I had the privilege of meeting Ted Neely. He's the one who played Jesus Christ Superstar. And you know that man, he can still sing those. Oh, I love to hear him sing. He's very, very good. But I have a YouTube video of him singing Always Something There to Remind Me. He had a band called the Ted Neely 5, I believe. And it's on YouTube. You'll find it. Gosh, he's good. Well, Angie, I have to tell you something, my darling. I manifest that in my rice jar. If they come into my life, it's great. If not, good too. You know what? That's kind of, if you all remember that, and he's probably listening, I put it to him the night that he gave me the ring on December 6th, because I don't have time. I just don't have time to mess around with, but I knew he wouldn't. I knew it was kind of going in that direction, but you know, he heard me many times say, I'm not getting married again. I'm not going to be anything. I'm not going to do that. I'm not, and here we are. That's okay. Oh, Manifold, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, Nanette, love it. Okay. You have a new Pendy coming, Spirit Moon. Did you ever, darling, did you ever get your Piatnik cards? I know you told me that something happened. Yes, you heard the lady crying. Yeah, that's something. If y'all want to hear that, maybe I can play that here. Debbie says, I call my hubby my sweetheart, and we've been together for 22 years. There's no right or wrong in what affection name you call. Yeah, you know, because you guys didn't even know. I thought he was a vampire. So there was no reason for me to really, you know, get all hepped up. Yes, 4 p.m. tomorrow, specific Pacific time. Thank you regarding Patreon. I will look into that, because hold on to your potatoes, my darlings. We may go for a ride on that one. Lady Z, maybe a few toys. Well, if we get to see him, I don't know how much. Yeah, there might be some things there. We'll work on Bran. My cat loves boxes. Yeah, they're boxes. I feel like I'm an Amazon warehouse here. And for those of you, I want to say, Amazon will send my gifts, and then they will send with either out the gift tag or without anything in the gift tag. 2 of you sent me Vitabath, the original green, and the other one is a purple one, and they are both divine. Thank you so much. Then I got new paper. I got new paper and more journals. Thank you. Oh my goodness, you know how I go through journals. There's a way that you can do it, Sherry. People have sent me things before. I don't know how to do it. I wish I did. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. I don't have a lot of room in this condo. So, you know, I would like to be creative and make castles and all kinds of things. But these guys are older. They don't really climb that much. So, you know, I did watch the movie The Gift. I did. Thank you. Let me see. Hello to each and every one of you. Is there a guide for the new cards? Yes. The guide for the new cards is included in the cards. The guide for the new cards is included in the cards. And for those of you who are just coming in, I want you to know that hopefully tomorrow night I'll have the word search, the mystery word search. There's a new coloring book. Also, in the psychic shop. And I want to thank you all too for the purchases of merchandise. Lord Gregor is blown away. Some of you have gone in there and you're purchasing, and he's thrilled. But there you go. Debbie, I know that, but I do read cards. Once you have an idea, the meanings you can. That's right, Debbie. That's absolutely right. Yeah, here we go. No, I haven't, my darling. No, I haven't. I'm sorry. Marcia, thank you. This has been great. Good time. Yeah, I think sometimes we just need to have a little time, right? There we go. We just have to have a little time together. I'm a little iffy. Listen, I used to listen to spirit boxes, and I have really good friends that are in the, because I'm a paranormal investigator, but I don't use them where the voices can come in as a spirit. Sometimes they'll just come through. They're formed, and the box itself will say something, but not in the voice of a spirit or an entity. I think it's dangerous. You don't know what you're getting. You just don't know what you're getting. And that's the whole thing. And plus the word tells us we're not supposed to be messing with that. We're just not. So it is what it is, unfortunately. My darling, explaining a rice jar, I hate to say this because I'm not after it, but there is a ebook that I wrote. It's very nominal cost in the psychic shop. It explains everything, what to do. It basically attracts. It's a manifestation jar. It attracts things. And it's very, very good. No, I understand that it was a biohazard. But I also think that there were some other things behind that. There you go. Look at this. Captain Harris. Yeah, it's about time to go. Captain Hunter. Bless you, my darling. Thanks for stopping in. Listen, I can't wait to see all of you tomorrow night. Woo, baby. We're going to have such a good time. I cannot wait for you. There you go. No, my goodness. Never text and drive. My gosh, my darling. We'll wait on you. So there we are. I don't think I'm not going to do anything tomorrow night because I've got so much to talk to you and tell you about, and so many stories to tell you. Yeah. Newfoundlands are a wonderful breed, and you never know, I may end up with him. If I do, then I'll make him an Amazon list. How's that? It's not going to be anytime soon because I need a place for him. What kind of salt? You can use any type of salt. I use either Himalayan pink, or I'll tell you what, my grocery store, I am at Kroger. I'm a Kroger girl. And my grocery store has fine Himalayan pink salt. And it is so fine, it is like a powder. That's what I use. That's the type of salt that I use. But you can use any, you can do any type. Okay, let me see here. Hey there, Babs. That's right. In 1814, I took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans, and we fought the bloody British in the town of New Orleans. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. Right? Don't you love that? Now it's going to be going through my head. Zelda, what do you think about Matthew's brother and cousin not being charged with anything, yet Matthews is in prison because she was of age? That's the sad part. See, she was of age by the time all of that happened. And you know the funny part? Here's the irony. Matthew was so ridiculous that he thought by that elimination And he didn't realize that that wasn't even his, that it was his brother's. That's the only reason. That's the only reason, Rosebud. Do I agree with it? No. But that's the only reason they haven't been charged. Okay, so here's one thing. Your pendulums should not carry any energy at all. The pendulums are to be a tool, so when you pick it up, the energy flows through you and through the pendulum. It's not supposed to be the other way around. And that's where sometimes I think people get it. You have to really center yourself in order for all of that. So the pendulums, they should not hold any energy. If they do, you need to clear them, because you don't know where it's come from. It may be in your house, but you don't know. If just a few little sprinkles of grains. I put it on the inside, but you could put it on the outside. It won't hurt anything, but I put it on the inside. The cats don't bother it, but but just a couple little grains is all you need, seriously. Okay, let me see. There you go. Barflies. Hi, everyone. I'm so confused. Carrie. Ted Neely. Yeah. I got to tell you something about Ted Neely. He met his wife. She was a dancer on Jesus Christ Superstar. And Ted Neely is very short. I'm 5'10". He is something like 5'6". Yeah, but boy, I love his voice. He packs a punch. Yes, you did, lady. So when you got that ring, you sure put it to Lord Gregor. I was there. Yep, thank you. I sure did. No cards yet. Oh, yeah, that Piotnik deck. I did. He is mine. Yeah, he is my Prince Charming of the charms. Yes. Your sister has a newfie. Aw, she's amazing. Yes. This little fellow went up to sending another deck. She didn't put the full address. Oh my. Well, I hope that this one is much better than the last one. But he was out working in the fields, and all of a sudden this little fellow just runs up to him. He's been there ever since. That's been years ago. Yeah, Lord Gregor laughs about his answering for correcting her thoughts were so general. Yeah. Yeah. I ignored him for 3 months. Let me see. There you go, my darling. Thank you. 857. Okay, that's what I thought. 857. I'm trying to go through these. Let me see. Just want to thank everybody for making this community a nice place to gather fun, knowledge, sweetness, and good things. Well, thank you. You're a big part of it. Will I do another spirit box? Yeah, one of these days. Tomorrow night, I want to catch up everybody on a few things. It's been another heavy week, and I think it's good to just kind of zone out a bit, and then we go back. Debbie, thank you so much for your generosity. If you have something in your cart from Lady Z's wish list, you can add other items to your cart. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, thank you very much for saying that. So I guess if you're in there and you have something in the cart, then you can add additional items and it would still go to me. I did not know that, but thank you so much. Thank you. Captain Harris says, tomorrow is a do not miss kind of show. We've got some fabulous stories to tell. Oh, yeah. Captain oh, my apologies. Captain Harris nose. One, definitely. The other two? Ooh. I got you, my darling. I got you. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to keep going. You're welcome, Pebbles. Dowsing rods? I have dowsing rods. I do dowsing rods. So, my darlings, we've been here about 2.5 hours. I've got to feed the young man. It's almost 8 o'clock. I've got some other things that I need to take care of. Don't miss tomorrow night. I'm going to be here. Thank you so much, Patty. You don't want to miss it. We're going to catch you up on some things. Come enjoy the images, the sights, and the sounds. Bring your snacks. Might want to bring a little blankie teddy bear if you got one. There you go. So anyway, my darlings, I have a friend that has 3 black Newfoundlands. Oh, they are all such wonderful guys. Yes, they're just such a pleasant little, oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I'll look into that, Marsha. Oh my goodness, look at the kitty. I love it. Thank you so much. My darlings, I appreciate you being here. I'm going to play my little outro that I usually do. Y'all can say goodbye and take care. Thank you so much. I appreciate your generosity with all the gifts tonight. Be prepared for tomorrow night because it's going to be wonderful. So here we go. You're going to get the little click from me and you will see me. Oh, wait, here, let me go. You're going to see me tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much. And here we go.